tonight. What are your insights? Were you surprised by the Trump win, or did you see the train coming?
No, I saw the train coming. When the Trump win was finally announced, I had just come off the stage backing Chloe Daly from her victory speech, and Chloe, if people don't know, she's the 8th woman to win a Portland City Council seat. She is a bookstore owner, a renter, and I didn't think there could be anything to dampen the celebration at Chloe's victory speech, but Trump's win really dampened that celebration. I was surprised.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. So I can tell you that I didn't vote for Trump or Hillary. I voted for one of the third-party underdogs, and But I wanted to remember. I spoke at a gathering yesterday called the General Assembly, and one of the people brought up that half of the country did not vote for Trump, and I mentioned that, and I got some research from a trusted friend who said that the actual number is only 19% of the population, because we have so many people who don't vote because they're so disillusioned. So so that's a gaping hole for us who actually want to bring change. The other outside the 19% who voted for Trump, and one of the points I'd like to make is that even those who voted for Trump, I think there was only 10% of what he stood for that they voted on, and 90% of what he stood for they disagreed with. But yet they still picked the lesser of two evils type of situation, which is really sad to see people do, but sometimes we're forced to do that. So there's a large hole of people who don't agree with Trump, and we can affect change in that avenue.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Doug. I'm going to come to Colleen next, and over to Roddy Biggs. So, Colleen, here is I'm going to roll a clip really quick, and I want to make sure that we preface this with all sensitivity to the victim, the gunshot victim from the bridge on Portland from Friday night. But the protest that Doug and I were at, and then you heard the clips of me running from the grenades and everything. So only half an hour after I broke off from the protest and went home, basically there was a shooting on the bridge. I want you to listen to a clip from Cameron Witten, who is an eyewitness, and then we'll get your reaction after the clip.
I'm out here on Morrison Bridge, and we had a shooting that happened, people heard about, and I'm with some other folks who were there and saw what happened. Apparently, other folks recognized the shooters as people who had been involved in some of the demonstrations and saw them visibly damaging property, tagging things, and so people did recognize them for that. I'm safe. The police were able to get the license plate, so thanks for help with decoding that. And the police now have that information. Myself and other people, we have been interviewed, and I'm out here, and there's not many people still out. People were out here for a while when police cleaned out Morrison Bridge, but there's only still about 10 or 11 people. Everybody else is going home. It's been a long night. We're all very tired, and I'm really worried. Have a good night. Peace.
Okay, Colleen. Wow, it's really intense. Cameron was an eyewitness to the shooting, and he was live streaming on Facebook. What's your reaction? Oh. Colleen, can you hear us? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I can. I'm angry, and I'm sad. I'm angry that somebody would feel the need to pull their firearm out of their car and shoot at people. How?
Yes.
I don't know how someone can feel comfortable just unloading a gun at people. I don't understand that, and I don't think I ever will understand that. And I'm sad that there was someone that got injured. That's awful. That's terrible. I'm shocked. I'm scared. I'm angry. I'm shocked. Because and this is our hometown. This is a hometown. Portland is generally peaceful.
We're on the front page of all the digital, newspapers and international stuff right now. Okay, so let's get some feedback from around the country. Roddy Biggs, you're in Tennessee. What is the temperament and the mood like in Tennessee right now surrounding the Donald Trump win? What's going on over there?
Like I said, it's heart-wrenching. Last night there was a group that went downtown and protested peacefully. The mayor of Knoxville has put out a statement pretty much apologizing for what's happened to our nation and saying that the city of Knoxville does not condone the Trump presidency and that Knoxville is going to continue to be a diverse and welcoming place. But at the same time, everyone's got to recover, and it's really hard because the state of Tennessee did vote for Trump, but Knoxville as a whole was more a Hillary Clinton supporter. So it's kind of a state divisiveness too, because very few cities in Tennessee actually wanted Hillary to win. So we've got that going on too. And people are really afraid to even speak their mind in Knoxville because there's so much going on.
Okay, so I have, in the time allotted, about one major question left for each of the panelists. So, Roddy, I'm going to start with you and then work the way back down the list. So based on all of the Trump candidacy promises, the pledge, I'm just going to read them out for the listeners. He promised to build a wall. He promised mass deportation, trade deals, repeal Obamacare, investigate and prosecute Hillary Clinton, a hiring freeze, banning all Muslims. So not pictured there is any LGBTQ issues. So keeping in mind that his VP is Mike Pence. So just going down the list, I want every one of the panelists, between all the issues that you are personally afraid of in the Donald Trump presidency, I want you to tell me what issue is number one for you, and what are you most afraid of a Trump presidency, starting with you, Roddy.
Oh, God.
There's so many, I
know.
Well,
I'd probably have to say health insurance because in the state of Tennessee, so many people have already lost their health insurance, me being one of them. So after the end of December, my policy is being completely cut. And under a Trump administration that is planning to cut Obamacare and it also does not support LGBTQ rights, me finding health insurance could be next to impossible.
Wow. Okay, that's totally a valid concern. Obamacare was a huge promise. The only sunrise on that potential horizon is he may be willing to keep some of its key provisions. Thank you, Roddy. Mr. Rob Watson, there's such a big list there of campaign promises by Mr. Trump. What are you personally most afraid of from the Trump administration?
Well, multiple things. Like you said, I went over the LGBT issues last night on my show, and the ones that are going to be repealed back certainly immediately are the executive orders that Obama made on our behalf, particularly putting transgender kids at risk again throughout the country. That will be repealed. They are already working on it. They cannot touch Don't Ask, Don't Tell. They cannot touch same-sex marriage. They can do things to erode that. There will be a bill in Congress that will pass both houses. Trump has pledged to sign it, that will authorize legal discrimination based on quote-unquote religious freedom. That will be coming. They are a mess over Obamacare. They don't know what to do with it. They which is scary because they may do something and it'll be very, very bad, or they may muddle around and fight for several years and nothing will change. So that one is a mystery. Certainly anything with immigration that they touch will be bad. I have a feeling most of the Republicans, however, will hamstring Donald Trump and not allow him to go very, very far with that. I think they will know that's not good for them. Hillary's going to be safe. They're not going to go after her. That's kind of a dead in the water issue already. So that's kind of my input right there.
Thank you very much, Rob. Mr. Doug, from a pending Trump presidency, the man assumes the office January 20th, 2017. What frightens you, or what are you hopeful for?
Well, nothing frightens me in the connotative sense of the word, but the one thing I'm concerned about most is tough on crime, and everybody needs to be afraid because it's easy to make anything a crime, and then those monsters that are tough on crime and not smart on crime will have you put away. And when I leave this conversation, I'm headed straight to a screening of 13, which is a movie about tough on crime and how the prisons are used to turn people into slaves today.
Right. Okay, very good. Thank you. Colleen, I know that we've had a few discussions on the various scary things about the pending Trump administration. What's at the top of your list, or what makes the top two?
What makes the top two? I'm afraid of the extremists. That is who I am afraid of right now, because I've had people close to me already who have been targeted by sexism and racism. So it's definitely a scary thing for me to live in a blue state and see that, see people close to me being attacked for their race and belittled because of their sex. And then the other thing that I'm pretty concerned about is what Pence could possibly do, because as far as I've seen and heard, he still believes in conversion therapy, which is ridiculous. So that's what I'm afraid of. I hear that, Obamacare's not going anywhere. I hear, so I can't exactly, say yes or no, but it's heard that Trump doesn't want to do anything for, he doesn't want to take anything away from LGBTQ. He doesn't even want to build a wall anymore, which is weird. So what I'm hearing is really strange. Like, it sounds like he wanted to go independent, but then was like, no, so he was buddying up with the DNC, and they were like, we really want Hillary. So then he goes, what do Republicans like? Hey, Republicans, vote for me. So that is what I am hearing. I can't say if it's true or not. But those are some things I'm worried about.
Okay, well, in the coming days, hours, weeks, months, and unfortunately 4 years that we're all here, we're going to have to work together, build a coalition. I want to thank our panel so much. We're going to do this more often. Roddy Biggs, Rob Watson, Doug Bennett, Colleen Allen, thank you all. We are going to celebrate this moment right now. in terms of unity